everyone, greetings from Panama City Beach, Florida. I'm the legend, joined by my wonderful girlfriend Molly, and in this video here we're going to show off all the things to do here in Panama City Beach, from the amusement parks to the zoos to the mini golf to the beach to all the fun places to eat and drink. We're going to show you it all in this video here, and I hope you come along for the ride with us. Of course, the first thing you think of when you think of Panama City Beach is, well, the beach itself. And here it is, very, very long beach. And my favorite part about this beach is that you can drink on it. You can drink here, I think it's every month but March you're allowed to drink on the beach. Just no glass bottles, but if you got a big plastic cup or cans, you are good. And that makes the beach experience pretty relaxing for me. There's lots of public beach accesses. There's not too many places to park for the beach. So if you need to find a parking spot, Google will be your best friend there. We just Ubered it down here because we're gonna have some adult beverages and relax. Now, if you are visiting Panama City Beach with your four-legged furry friend, well, over by Pier Park is what's called Dog Beach, where I'm assuming you can bring your pup.
Yeah, they could probably get in the water, play around.
So one wonderful thing you get with any beach, and it's no different here in Panama City, amazing sunsets. Here you can see a staple in the world of tourist trap attractions. That's Ripley's Believe It or Not. Here in Panama City Beach, it's got one of the coolest exterior designs ever, as a ship crashed, and a really cool exterior design. We just came through the museum. I thought it was decent. I would say I would recommend it if you need something to do on a rainy day or you want to get out of the sun. It wasn't one of the better Ripley's museums, and also probably isn't the worst one I've ever been through. They do have some upstairs exhibits that were pretty neat. So there's other attractions here too. There's a simulator ride, as well as a mirror maze. So if your kids want to do one of them, that might be an option as well. The next attraction we're going to talk about is Zoo World, which is kind of the only zoo over here in Panama City Beach. $20 to get into. We just came out of it and we spent about an hour and a half in there.
Yes.
At a smaller zoo, not one of your massive city zoos, but also with it being a smaller zoo, you get a lot closer to the animals, a lot of feeding experiences. Yes,
definitely feed. It is an upcharge to feed the animals.
Yeah, $10.
It's worth it.
Yeah. Really nice collection of animals, very diverse collection of animals as well.
Yes, for a small little zoo, it's a lot of different animals.
You had Florida animals, you had South American animals, you had African animals. And the feeding was really fun. The feeding's probably the highlight for me. Got to feed a giraffe. They had an aviary where birds fly and you feed them with sticks, little budgies. Yes. I got to feed a pig, which was
kind of disgusting.
Yeah, that pig was very dirty. But I got to feed a deer, and the deer was really neat.
Yeah.
A lot of the enclosures were in good shape. I will say I'm not sure if this zoo is AZA certified or not, so think about that when whether or not you want to come visit, as there's a lot that goes into that. And some of the enclosures were not as nice. Like they had a tiger exhibit and a porcupine exhibit that were definitely not up to modern standards.
Right.
But overall, I did have fun in there. $20, $10 for the food. They do sell beer, so if you want to drink a beer while watching the animals. And it was weird because they had like domesticated animals as well. So they had things like they must have had 100 guinea pigs and like 20
enclosure.
Yeah, 20 rabbits. Big giant gator pond too. That was probably the biggest exhibit in there. It was a gator pond, and
which you can feed.
Yeah, which you can feed. There was a binturong, who was really close, so you got to see that he because binturongs famously smell like buttered popcorn, and we can now tell you if that's a fact. That guy did smell like buttered popcorn, so that was pretty neat. I enjoyed it. I would definitely recommend this. And especially if you have kids that want to feed the animals.
Yeah, definitely with kids.
Or adults that just like feeding animals. That would be me. They also had a capybara, some more baby animals, baby warthog, baby lemur, baby rheas, a lot of baby animals. In the giant upside-down White House, that is Wonderworks, which is billed as an indoor amusement park. Kind of, I would say, a little bit more science museum-y than amusement park, but still kind of neat. And it's an indoor thing. It gets very, very hot here in Panama City Beach. So if you have kids that want to do more activities, this is probably a good activity for them to do.
Yeah, it's a lot of hands-on activities.
Yeah. Our next attraction on our things to do here in Panama City Beach is Gulf World Marine Park, which is a aquarium and there's shows and things like that. So similar, like a small-scale SeaWorld type place. Now, all the money goes to a non-profit, which is good, and all the animals inside are rescues. There are two main shows. There's a sea lion show and a dolphin show. The dolphin show is in a fabulous, gigantic arena, truly world-class aquarium there. But unfortunately, a lot of the other stuff is a little bit on the run-down side, or big animals in small pens, and it's kind of like, oh, I don't know how I feel about this kind of thing. So one of those, I think it's probably a good idea. I mean, these are non-releasable rescue animals, but still, it's like for an attraction that's $30 to get into, you kind of question, where does that $30 go?
Yes. There's a lot of different animals too. You have sharks, sea turtles, birds. Beautiful sea turtles. Yeah.
Penguins, my personal favorite animal.
Two different types of dolphins.
Yep. A rare type of dolphin too, like the rough teeth dolphin, which is the only rough teeth dolphin in North America in an enclosure you can find at Gulf World. So that's an animal I've never seen before.
No.
So that was pretty neat. All right, so there's Gulf World. Let's move on to the next one. One of the things to do you'll probably want to hit is Pier Park, which is a big shopping, dining, and entertainment district, similar to like a downtown Disney or Broadway at the beach in Myrtle Beach, things like that. A whole bunch of different stuff here, from Ron John Surf Stops to Dick's Last Resort, Margaritaville, and tons of shops. Now the star attraction here at Pier Park is the Panama City Beach Sky Wheel, which is one of these big, giant observation wheels. Probably a good 200 feet tall. Also over in this section, you do have a RCI ropes course, a pretty fancy one. As you can see, it's got the zip line portion on top. Probably gives you some pretty snazzy views of the beach and giant hotels here in Panama City. In the Pier Park area, there's a little miniature train that I guess goes from the front to the back. Pretty cute. So at the Pier Park, you do have an XD dark ride. Of course, it's by our buddies over at Tryotech. Complete with like the photo shop out, like the photo opportunity out front. A little on the pricey side for like a Tryotech ride, 11 bucks. They're showing banditos and werewolves. It's my favorite photo op I've seen here at Pier Park. A giant happy beach-going pretzel here in front of Auntie Anne's. Another classic tourist area attraction. You got a mirror maze here at Pier Park. I feel like everybody loves stores like this. This is the It's Sugar store here at Pier Park. Just an insanely large, wonderful, colorful candy store. Like, look at the size of those Rice Krispie treats.
The Rice Krispies, the arrowhead.
Yeah, like 3 feet long. So I absolutely love this. They have a wall of candy-scented candles. Big ones, small ones, Starburst, Jolly Rancher. My favorite is they have these ones from Hershey, like Hershey's milk chocolate with almonds, but the smell is 100% the ride from Chocolate World. Like, unfortunately candles will melt in our car, or else I would absolutely be buying one of those. They bring back such good memories. I love that ride, as you guys all know. The Pier Park area is home to a Dave & Buster's, and as a big dork that loves arcades, I do enjoy me some Dave & Buster's. Beer and arcade games. Looks like it's a pretty decent sized Dave & Buster's.
Yep.
And again, you're going to have all the latest and greatest video games and that kind of stuff here. They do offer virtual reality rides as well. I saw it was like Star Trek, Jurassic World, and Men in Black. Really nice arcade. Got some more attractions, like a Euro bungee kind of game. You can hang out and play tree rope. And they also have kiddie bumper boats. If you get little ones, that would be something you could do. For me, I'm digging these turtle fountains. So Panama City Beach is home to a couple of these big giant fishing piers. The one we're at now is right by Pier Park and the Ferris wheel. It's $7 if you want to come fishing out here. I've already seen that just during a walk, I've seen a bunch of people catch stuff. And then if you just want to walk out and take some pictures, it's $3. And there's kind of the view from once you get to the end. Nice breeze out here today. I thought this was going to be sweaty death.
Without a breeze, it would be.
So one benefit about coming to a pier like this, big giant pelicans just hanging out. Pelicans are cool animals. So Panama City Beach doesn't have any real large-scale amusement or theme parks. The closest thing they got is here at Race City, which is kind of like a carnival that up and died. Got a lot of spinning flat rides, go-kart tracks, and some other stuff. Let's take a look. Race City is home to the Hurricane roller coaster. And it's a ride I've been on probably hundreds of times, as it used to be located at Adventureland on Long Island. And this element here is the best part of the ride, this dive loop. So it holds a soft spot in my heart. Like, this was one of the roller coasters that got me like hooked on roller coasters. So happy to get on this thing again. No surprise to find a giant arcade here at Race City, and a pretty nice one with some a lot of new games, lots of new games. Race City also has this interesting building. Looks like blacklight mini golf on top and a fantastic funhouse on the bottom. If you're in the mood for more extreme thrills, Race City does have a sky coaster where you get harnessed up and then you get dragged all the way up this tower via a cable, and then you drop and swing. Pretty snazzy go-kart track here at Race City. This is the Golden Gate track, obviously, with the ode to the Golden Gate Bridge. So this attraction has a very fun name, Swampy Jax Longo Adventure. All right, so Swampy Jax Longo Adventure. They've got a roller coaster, an SPF Visa spinning coaster. Roller coaster is $660 for me, $3 to ride, and we haven't spun yet. It's really weird. It's up, now we're spinning. And these, they look like little kids roller coasters, but they actually are pretty fun. I hope you're not getting dizzy while watching this. Whee! The park does have a smaller Star Flyer kind of ride. I believe it's probably a traveling model, like this is the type you see at fairs and stuff like that, where the whole tower turns. So this guy here, this is the Swamp Ape, an indoor scrambler with the giant Bigfoot out front. And I went up on the website. It's actually kind of a tribute to the old Miracle Strip Park that used to be here in Panama City Beach, because they had two famous indoor spinning rides where you would enter past some sort of giant creature. So they kind of keep that tradition alive here. And it's really neat. Also on the inside, it's really well done. Cool lighting. But my favorite part, they have like, it's painted all the way around. Mm-hmm. So top-notch theming stuff here. It's really impressive. So here's the inside. You've got audio. It's like fully painted 360. Really impressive stuff in here. This is the Blue Hole, which is like bumper cars, except you get points, or you can spin people out by like bumping in the right spot.
Yeah, these are all there's bullseyes you see on the side. You gotta hit pretty hard for this to
spin like crazy. That is neat.
It's automated, so it doesn't like
oh, all right. So they have a wipeout ride called the Yakuma with this giant snake out front. And there's Molly enjoying the Yakuma. The theming level here is fantastic. So this is the outside of that wipeout ride. Really top notch. That's awesome. So there's the entrance to the Yakima again. Just, it's awesome. So they also have go-karts here. And you know, you get go-karts a lot of places. But what I want to show you is they run go-karts in, you can do a power-up race, which is essentially Mario Kart. So you go over panels and they tell you like, you got power-ups where you can get an additional 3 miles an hour. You can slow down everyone else. And kind of things like you can roll over coins for more speed. Oh man, it's pretty wild, like kind of taking go-karts to the next level. That's really neat. And that is Swampy Jax Longo Adventure. Pretty nice. I was actually pretty impressed between the theming level and how nice everything is.
Yeah.
The employees were super friendly. They told us like the owner's got this big elaborate 5-year plan. This place opened up last summer, so
everything looks super new.
Super new.
And they were very friendly.
Yeah, it was neat. It was a really cool place. I hope that works out for him. Because I think out of like the amusement park or go-kart type places here in Panama City, this is the nicest one.
Oh, definitely.
So if you want to go bowling, you probably should go to Rocket Lanes. I think it's the only one in town. Also some weird stuff in this complex. There's an escape room, a roller rink, and then there's axe throwing over there. It's like lots of different stuff. So you've got a really, really big arcade in here. And there you can see like the bowling. Not too bad, like $4 a game, $5 a game, depending on the time of day. And then I think there's a roller rink in here as well. And again, a nice arcade, very modern games. Yep, there is a roller rink. I can't remember the last time I saw a roller rink. I just assumed that they were probably all extinct. They are not, they still exist. And there's one here in Panama City Beach. So there's that. Like most tourist towns, mini golf is a huge deal here in Panama City Beach. And this one is Coconut Creek. Kind of got a jungle theme. Very, very pretty. I would say like the holes don't look overly interesting, but the setting looks really, really nice.
Yeah, it's very pretty with all the animals.
And the waterfalls, tons of waterfalls. This attraction is also home to a maze, not like a mirror maze, a go in and get lost maze. So there's two different things over here. So if you're looking for mini golf, this might be one for you, especially if your kids have a thing for African elephants. And it looks like they have deals where you can get like unlimited golf and maze and play all day. So that's Coconut Creek, right here on the strip. Here's the Emerald Falls Recreation Center. Some more big crazy rides and go-karts and stuff like that. But what I love is this fantasy golf with this giant octopus. Giant purple octopus. Now, if you're curious what the giant purple octopus is looking at, across the street is the Moby Dick's gift shop with a great white whale that you walk through to get in. Now, out of all the mini golf courses, I think Goofy Golf is my favorite. It's right here on the strip, and it is it's over the top, kitschy, nostalgia kind of mini golf. It opened in 1959. Giant dinosaurs, oversized stuff. There's a tunnel for some reason if you go play on the course over there. So I really enjoyed this. This is neat. I recommend this one. It's the Cobra Adventure Park here. They've got a couple of big extreme rides, like a slingshot, and one of those big skyscraper style rides, a big indoor arcade. But the park is not in the best of shape. Like, none of the rides are running today. As a disappointment to me. Like, they've got a, like, right up front, it's just this train that looks like it's probably been abandoned for a couple of years now. They do have a Dragon Wagon kids coaster, not running, so won't get that coaster credit. Probably wouldn't recommend coming here. The Cobra Adventure area does have a kind of a neat mini golf course with a pirate ship and a fake village right next to a go-kart track. Up next on the tour is probably the place Molly was most excited about here in Panama City Beach. And it's Burger Time, Gulf Coast Burger Company. So the Gulf Coast Burger Company, they have these crazy shakes. You might have seen them a lot of places, but we got one called Sugar Rush. It was a vanilla shake topped with cotton candy, Nerds Rope, cherry, Airhead Extremes, a big lollipop, Fruity Pebbles, and whipped cream. Pretty wild. We had to voice this over because they had live music in the restaurant, and they sounded great. We just couldn't really record for the video here, but it's really cool. And you get to keep that cup, and they give you a lid and a nice straw. It's actually a really nice souvenir. And now the main course is served. Molly got the Mac Attack burger, so that's a burger with bacon bits and mac and cheese on it. And then she got a really good seasoned fries, really nice crunch on those fries. And then I got a burger. First of all, it's got a chicken wing on top of it, a pretzel bun, fried onions. It's got a bacon aioli. They had a bunch of different things you could put on top too. So you could have gotten cheese curds. I went with the chicken wing. There's an inside look at my burger, and it comes with tater tots, and tater tots are fantastic. It is lunchtime here. We're going to David's New Orleans style cafe in Snowballs. This was like the #1 rated restaurant on TripAdvisor for Panama City Beach, so excited to check it out. Here's a look at some of the menus. You got sandwich options, a muffaletta, po' boys.
Sir, if you want to, we have a physical menu.
Oh, sure. Oh, this works. This works. I appreciate it, though. Red beans, jambalaya. Cafe du Monde beignets, which are amazing. I want some coffee, and then the famous snowballs. And look at all the flavors of snowballs. Tiramisu, wedding cakes, tsunami, hurricane, king cake, coconut, blue raspberry. And then they do like stuffed snowballs, which is a snowball filled with ice cream. So for lunch, we went to a couple of New Orleans style po' boys. I got a roast beef and provolone, and then Molly got a meatball. Molly opted for all the vegetables and healthy stuff. I did not. So we had to try the snowball. They put it in a big cup to make it less messy. And we figured, since it's a New Orleans style establishment, we went to king cake flavor. So we were sitting down to dinner here at Panama City Beach Institution Pineapple Willie's. We currently have a giant frozen drink. They serve Fat Tuesdays frozen drinks. So if you're familiar with that from Universal Orlando or Key West, New Orleans, same idea. Really strong, really good. You buy this cup, it's $15 the first time, 32 ounces. You want to refill it, $10. And that's, they also have a pretty good beer list for $5. And we're gonna look at the food. I know where my eye goes right away. A 1 pound bucket of ribs with Jack Daniel's Tennessee sauce. But here's some of the other stuff on the menu. Hot wings, cheese bites, po' boys. But also, something I'm very excited about, flavored moonshine. As if you follow the channel, we love like the Gatlinburg moonshine, so definitely gonna have some of that. So the first thing to show up was our shot of moonshine, which actually was a pretty good shot. And the souvenir glass is like a mini mason jar with pineapple willies on front. I went raspberry because I really like raspberry. So dinner is served here. We got the 1 pound bucket of ribs. It's served in a souvenir like sand bucket with Texas toast, and you can see the ribs in there. It's also served with beans. We opted for the side of fries for the $1.50 and a side of hush puppies for $3. So we did have to get our drink cup refilled, and we went with the Pineapple Willie, the signature cocktail here, which is a rum and pineapple drink, and it is very, very good. It's breakfast time here in Panama City, and we're at the very popular Thomas's Donut and Snack Shop, which came highly recommended. Here's a look at the breakfast menu. You get to pick your type of bread and what kind of protein or cheese and eggs you want to add. They also have kolaches, and then what they're most famous for, donuts. Here you can see some of the donuts. Here are the donuts we went for. I got a coconut cream donut. I just asked what were the best. Molly got a chocolate cream glazed donut. Then I went a little something wacky. This is not a breakfast food normally. That is a collage, and it's filled with smoked brisket and cheddar. Oh, and here comes Molly's breakfast biscuit. Pretty standard. She went bacon, egg, and cheese. Look at that biscuit, though.
It looks amazing. Freshly made biscuits.
Lunchtime here, and we're going for Mexican food at Diego's Burritos and Margaritas. Another one that came very highly reviewed. So here's a look at the menu. You kind of like build your own burritos, nachos, quesadillas. You pick what you want, then you fill it with some sort of protein. You top it with, that is a lot of ingredients to top things off with. And then they also have appetizers. Lots of choices here. And with burritos comes margaritas, and they've got a whole bunch of different margaritas here. I want a nice blue margarita. It's big too, like that's a big margarita. All right, we went with a burrito. Really big, really heavy, really hot. I put all sorts of stuff in there. We got carnitas, we got cheese, we got rice, we got beans, we've got a chipotle mayo, salsa. This is gonna be good. And also the chips, they're really, really tasty. And there you go. There's the inside of that burrito. You can see all the carnitas. The chipotle mayo is really good. The tortilla is fantastic. Highly recommend this place. It is dinner time for us, and we're gonna have dinner here at the Wicked Wheel Bar and Grill. Some pretty wild decor when you first come in. Lots of motorcycle stuff, an alligator, and Babendum. So the restaurant has a very interesting menu. Some very solid starters, cheese curds, onion tanglers, buffalo wings. Folded out here. Salads, nah. You can get an alligator sausage po' boy. That's a pretty Florida type dish right there.
Yes. More like Louisiana.
Yeah.
Yes. Very southern.
Fried chicken, that's probably how I'm gonna go. Lots of different fried chickens, some seafood, catfish. Let's see what else we got. Chicken pot pie, chicken fried chicken. I'm a big fan of that too. Maybe I'll go with that. Ooh, prime rib. Funnel cake fries. Then I like the burger section because they have this, the Road King, which comes with a souvenir t-shirt. Also, look at that burger. Got a couple of sandwiches, and then the drinks are fun. And Molly, you're going for this one. This might kill you. 100 proof moonshine, rum, gin, tequila, triple sec, sweet and sour, and a splash of Coke. So it sounds worse than a normal Long Island. Good luck.
We'll see. We'll see.
So here's Molly's death drink. It's fascinating because it's served in what you would normally think would be like given to a kid's meal. And unfortunately, it does taste mostly like sours mix. So it might not be as deadly as we thought.
No, it should be easy.
Food is served. I got fried chicken with a dinner roll, mashed potatoes with gravy. And then, Molly, I got confused. I'm like, did you just order a hamburger? No. It's like a build your own. So you got chili, queso, and pico. Mm-hmm. And then a side of mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
Also, one thing really cool here, the kids' meals are served on Frisbees, and then the kids get to keep the Frisbees. We are classing it up and doing something for Molly. This is her choice. Yeah. Here at the Panama City Beach Winery.
I believe that they usually have wines at Food and Wine at Epcot. I think they feature one each year in the Florida booth.
Interesting.
Thanks.
So the winery is very different. It's all like fruit wines instead of actual wines. So I might enjoy this. And you get to taste 4 for free. It's really nice. Not open yet, but coming soon here to Pier Park in Panama City Beach is Paula Dean's Family Kitchen, a family-style restaurant. It is delicious.
It is wonderful. It wouldn't do well here.
Yes. And if they were open, we would probably be visiting.
Yeah.
So I always find Margaritaville interesting, as they all have different decor. Love like the VIP boat table this one has. Then you got a big sail, you got another boat over here. And then a big Spanish fort. And like oceany water. And of course a plane that moved. We made it to Pier Park at happy hour time. And I love me some happy hour. Especially when there's beers for $2.50. Here is a look at their happy hour menu. Beers $2.50, $3. PJ's Punch, which is a specialty drink for $5. And then you got a nice appetizer menu as well. Nice and simple. Molly got a Miller Lite. How about the PJ's Punch, which is like light rum, dark rum, and a couple different juices. It is still happy hour time, and while I don't have much interest in seafood, $1 beer, holy cow. And there it is, some of the cheapest beers you can get in Panama City, $1 each. Fine by me. And that will do it for our things to do in Panama City Beach. Overall, we were here for about 2.5 days. I had a lot of fun. There's plenty of things to do, really nice beach. Now, Molly, what would you say was probably your favorite thing that we did? She's unsure. For me, I really like just hanging out and drinking on the beach. It was very relaxing, nice relaxing atmosphere. You can bring your booze, which is something, a lot of beaches don't have, so I really like that. As far as attractions go, I had a lot of fun at Zoo World. I thought that was a blast, and I really liked the Swampy Jax Longo Adventure. I thought that was very well done.
Yeah, Swampy's really good. A smaller park, I feel like. Not really recognized, but their attractions, theming level was really good.
And I think the Pier Park area was really well done. We ate a lot of good food while we were here. Out of the stuff we did, what was your kind of your least favorite things, or what you would tell people? Maybe you should skip it.
I don't know if Golf World is worth the admissions.
Yeah, that would be probably one I would say. Like, unless you have a kid or yourself really likes aquatic animals, that might be a pass.
Yeah.
I also love Goofy Golf. That was
Goofy Golf was really fun, and I love drinking on the beach.
Yeah, and Pineapple Willie's right next door, so you could. That's where we were, so you could just go and get your big giant daiquiri thing and come and hang out on the beach. Very relaxing. All right, guys. Well, that's it. If you're heading to Panama City and you have any questions for us, let us know in the comment section below. We'll do our best to get back to you. And thanks for watching.
So many things to do.